personal note, Steve, what was it like to play for Bruce Arena as a manager?
Um, Great. It's a short answer. He was a pleasure to play for. Certainly somebody who, as far as I could tell, and I can speak for myself for sure, and the guys I was close to, were all highly motivated to play for his teams. I think he did a great job of managing the group and his squad selection, of mixing and matching personalities up. First of all, in the roster, to build a complementary roster, but then also choosing the 11 players that gave us, Team USA, the best chance to win on that particular day. I thought he did an excellent job with that, and he's done that obviously all throughout his career. Um, when I first started playing on the national team, I wasn't the clear choice and was coming from the bench a little bit. Um, but I think his communication with me as far as what he needed to see in order for me to play was always there and fair. And at that time, there was somebody who was better. So it was obviously frustrating, but definitely acceptable.
And what do you see kind of in the style that he's bringing to San Jose? I mean, it's always Bruce, very similar to what he's always done, but what do you see from him this season?
Well, I think the obvious constant is results. And so it's always result oriented. And he has a different group of players in each team, and so it will always look a little differently according to the players. And I think that's a sign of if I may say, in my earlier managing career, that's a good sign of a manager, is to deal and find a way to play with what you have. In this particular group, they have some extremely good attackers, creating a lot of high quality chances. And the flip side of that is they're also letting up some chances, and so that is how this group is going to be successful, and he has figured that out, and they are successful.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I spoke to Bruce. I know he talked about Chicho, and he's looking forward to it, and obviously a lot of former players coming back there. But just guys that you got to coach coming back, those moments, what do they mean to you?
Yeah, it's really important for us when players go on to other clubs. It's important for us also that they remain successful and use things they possibly learned here. I think that's also reflects positively on us. But yeah, it's I try to build relationships, treat players in the right manner to where when you do see them again, it's a happy moment and a respectful one.
Is there something in what Bruce taught you that you have incorporated in your coaching? Some things that you think about just with that time that you spent with him as a pupil?
Yeah, I think I touched on it in my earlier answer. I think it's really paid attention to the relationships and the people in front of you, and less the X's and O's, and making sure that is taken care of first, and then figuring out maybe tactics and subtle differences secondly. And certainly there are moments where you have to prioritize different things, but I think understanding the importance of that is certainly something I picked up from Bruce and his staffs.
Just remind me, who was the right back in front of you when you?
Tony's son.
Is it Tony?
Tony and Frankie, obviously both amazing players. I just had to wait my turn.
I know obviously moving to the next game, but it just from the Wednesday experience, as a newer coach and things that you absorb, some things that you take away from that experience that you feel will help you in those experiences ahead.
Sorry, a Wednesday?
The Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for our players, managing the chaos is important, and also for us coaches. And we're a little dependent on the officiating in those moments, but I think managing those chaotic moments and making sure that our players feel comfortable in those moments to also adjust in real time. And I wasn't displeased with the performance, and I think creating that many chances away from home and in Miami is not easy, and we had plenty of opportunities to score a couple more goals and to advance. We just couldn't execute. I think that was really the only difference, so there's not a whole lot I would do differently in that matchup. I thought we played over two legs pretty well and created enough chances in both legs to advance.
I believe you had.
Odin, I'm actually going to start off the pitch first. How are you enjoying your time in LA, adapting off the field, kind of life, if you will?
Off the field has been amazing. I enjoy the weather. I enjoy the city. I know my girlfriend do too, so it's good.
And on the pitch, can you talk a little bit about, obviously, you didn't get off to the fastest start because of the little injury. And so, are you 100% now? You feeling like you're kind of getting back into the flow on the field now?
Yeah, more and more. It's been good to gain some experience, to play some games slowly, but I'm trying to learn as much as I can every day because I missed.
You feel like you need to catch up with the teammates too, you know, kind of that.
Yeah, because I missed a crucial part of the season. You know, the preseason is so important to, especially for a new player, to learn the system, to get the fitness level up. So yeah, I'm trying to get back as fast as possible.
And a big spot on Wednesday in Miami. What did Steve tell you about what he wanted you to do? Obviously, getting there in these last minutes, a really important game, big spot for you. What was the message?
Yeah, we chased the game, so it was all about intensity, moving the ball into dangerous positions and try to get that goal.
At the positions in the midfield, how many do you think you can play effectively? Could you cover at 6? Could you more comfortable at 8?
8 for sure, but I can play as a 6 as well. I've done that in the past, but I'm way more comfortable in the 8 or sort of 10 position. Yeah.
You mentioned the California weather. I was watching Bodo Glimt. What was it?
Against
what was it
Lazio.
like playing in Norway? I mean, we're growing up in Norway playing football because obviously they have great footballers, but you have to deal with.
It's Bodø is extreme. It's not as extreme where I'm from, but it's still cold. So what we do is from a very young age till you turn around 16, I would say you play futsal during the winter. You don't play football.
And now, not only LAFC, but the rest of the league that so far that you've seen, which is not, of course. What are your thoughts of MLS as you've come here and now seen this for a few months now?
I think in Europe the league is a bit underappreciated. I think the level is much higher than what Europeans normally think. It's physical, it's fast, it's talented players.
Is that the longest flight you've had leaving a game coming from Miami or Fort Lauderdale here? Is that up there?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, around almost 6 hours, I think.
Yeah. Just going back to Norway, it feels like, and you said Bodo. How did you say it?
Bodø.
Bodø.
Yeah.
We like to get those things right, actually. Max and I.
Yeah.
But just they're doing well. Obviously, more Norwegian players breaking through into top clubs and top leagues. What's your perspective of that? Obviously, you're part of that, being able to venture out. And how do you see the future of Norwegian football? Where it's going?
Yeah, I think we're doing something right. We're developing so many good players. It's not just the Haalands or the Ødegaards, but there's so many talented players at the moment. So we're doing something right.